Hello everyone, welcome. My name is BadCode. How's everybody doing? Yeah. Today we're going to be adding some weapons, or explain how we're going to add weapons to qbcore and then to the shops. But before that, thank you so much for all the support you guys have been giving me. Been having a little problems with my PC. It's been crashing like crazy. Making these videos a little bit hard. It's not to mention this is my 5th take, because the last one everything went all right, but I forgot to turn on the microphone. So yeah, hoping this one, if you see this is probably a winner. Again, thank you so much for the support. It's been really glad to see that we almost have 80 subscribers. Woohoo! And it's all because of you guys. Damn, it is amazing. So, as I said, we're going to add some weapons, and then we're going to add them to the shops. So, our shops are black market, depending on what you have. So, let's go to your VPS server. Okay, as I usually get my stuff, I usually go to fivem or GTA5-mods.com. This is where you're going to get most of your stuff for free. There are other sites, but this one is probably the best one. So head out to this site. This is not a sponsored video by them, but I do love to get the stuff from here. So head to their main site, click weapons, and as I said, for the vehicle ones, try to find the ones that say fivem on them. I'm not sure if the add-ons also work, but I have to check that. But if it has fivem, it will most definitely work. So in the first 2 pages there's not. I think there's one on the third one. There's this one, but we don't want sticks, we want weapons. So I think it's the third one. Let me just check. Yeah, here it is. We are going to do the M27 IAR from Reno, I think. 7076. Here it is. It doesn't explain how to install it. It's not my place to say, but they should have at least a little bit of instructions here. I don't know if there's instructions on the file, but we will soon find out. So download it. Click on download. Download it. I already have it downloaded. I did download another one. It's this one, but this one has a little more stuff to do, but it is awesome for gang wars and all that. There are more colors. Actually, these are all the colors, I think. Not sure if there's more. It's a little harder to do, but it should almost always be the same. These are various weapons. It'll be, instead of adding one, you'll be adding like 5 of them. So let's go back to this one, download it. Before we mess around with the download, we are going to go to I'm going to make this so it's easier for you to add more weapons to your qbcore. Open your NEFFEX server folder, go to your qbcore framework, enter resources, and we're going to create a directory just for weapons. And we're going to call it, you can call it whatever you want, but we're going to call it weapons. Between those, what are they called? Brackets, I think? Yeah, brackets. Copy this, the name you're using. Go back to your qbcore framework, edit your server.config. Go to the end of the file. And where you write where you added your previous scripts and all that, just place ensure weapons. That way, every time you add a weapon, you don't have to worry about it. You can close this, you don't need this anymore. Go back to your resources. This directory here is where we're going to put all our weapons. That way, everything is in our own place. As for opening this file, if you have WinRAR or any other compactor that opens it, awesome. If you don't, I use 7-zip. It's pretty easy. It reads almost anything. When you do search for it, do not go to sponsored links. This is the original link. You can go to SourceForge. It's almost the same thing. It's interesting that there's two sites for this. I usually go for this one. It is up to you, but do not go to sponsored links. Most of the times they won't send you to the right place. Sometimes they're malware people trying to get you to give them money. So go here, download this. This is awesome. It's most likely you'll be using this one. Install it and you're done. To open it, just right click it, open archive, and as you can see, there are two directories, the fivem and the replace. We only want the fivem one, so ignore the replace. Enter it. This should be the directory. To confirm it is, go into it and see if you have an NEFFEX manifest.lua, a stream directory, and a meta directory. If you have these, awesome. This is the main directory up here. It can have extra ones. Don't worry about them, but you also need them. So this is the official directory. So move it to your, or copy it to your weapons directory, and boom. You can close the 7-zip. We don't need that anymore. And we can close this one where you had downloaded the file. So there you go. In here, we have to check something out. We have to check out what the name of this gun is. It might not be this one, M75 minus IRL. IRL, what the hell was that? It could be something else. So we're gonna have to go in there. We're gonna have to go to your meta folder, and we're gonna edit the weapons.meta. Open it up, and we're gonna search for the name, and the name is weapon underscore M27. We're gonna minimize this so we know where it is. You should use lowercase in the config files and all that. I don't think it does matter, but just in case, use lowercases. So let's minimize this. So we know the name. So the first thing we're going to do is add it to your item list, your qbcore item list. And to add it to your qbcore item list, on resources, enter qb inventory, no, qbcore, sorry, shared, and you should have a file called items. Before we continue, do make a backup of this just in case. Like, copy, paste it on your desktop somewhere, just in case something goes wrong. You should be careful. We're not going to copy it. So if something does happen, for example, let me just make an example here. QB. Okay, I already have it up here. That's why I was taking so long. Let's minimize this. If something goes wrong, you mess up. Again, I am not responsible for things you break on your server. Just please be careful. If something goes wrong, just copy this and just replace everything over here. It should place you back to the original, your original qbcore. Again, I am not responsible for anything that goes wrong here. You should follow this completely. I'm not saying it will work 100%. It should work, but always keep a backup of what you're doing. Let me just open this again and put this on top. Okay, so back to it. Sorry, I had to say that because, you know, go to your qbcore, qbcore, wrong one, sorry. Shared folder. You should find a file that's called items.lua. I already have it open over here. So what we're going to do, this is the beginning of the file. We're going to search for the assault rifle thing, because this gun is an assault rifle. And all we have to do is copy the same information. So there should be one called weapon assault rifle. We're going to copy the whole line. This whole line that's here. We're going to copy it and we're going to the end of the file. All the way to the end. Then we're going to go up. There should be something, it should be something like this maybe. Other tools and all that. These are things I've added. Don't. But I did add, just before this thing, at the end, I did add a comment with a minus my weapons. So I know these are weapons I've added. And I'm going to copy I'm going to paste what I copied from up above. And here's where the fun part happens. We're going to change this to M27, which is the name of our weapon, M27. I'm going to put this a little bit more nicer. We're going to copy this again, and we're going to paste it here. So we have reference weapon M27, and the name of the rifle is also weapons M27. I'm sorry, my throat is a little sore. This is what the label is when it appears on the screen. So you can put M27, weight, this part you shouldn't alter, and ammo type also no. Here we're going to do a little something. Assault rifle. We can use the image that it already has, but if you want, we'll do a quick paint to make a new weapon just off the fly. If you are an artist and all that, you can make one better, but let's do a speed run of paint to make a new image. So we know the images are 100 by 100 that appear on your inventory. So we're going to go to the site where you downloaded the file. We're going to open Paint. Everyone should have Paint. This is something that Windows comes with. We're going to open also Snippet, or the cutting tool. And we're going to do this. We're going to copy the image. We're going to copy it. Minimize that. We're going to open your Paint. We're going to paste it. And to make things interesting, let's make it a 1000 by 1000. That way it'll be much simpler to redimension it. So there you go. You see 1000 over here, down at the bottom. And let's get this a little bigger. And make 1000 here. Oh, it's not enough. 1 second. Let's make this a little bit smaller. 8,000, 9,000. Oops, I went too far. Okay, we have 1,000 by 1,000 image. We're going to select this part again. I'm going to put it to the middle, more or less. Or if you want, you can just rotate it 90 degrees, 180. You can put it like this. You can put it to 90 degrees. It is up to you. You can make it a little bit. Nope, don't do that. It's not fixed. Damn it. It's up to you. You'll play around here. You'll figure it out. After that, resize it. Choose the pixel one and put it to 100. It's small, don't worry. And you are gonna save this. It doesn't exist yet. You're gonna save it in your, go to your resources folder, qb inventory, HTML, images, and we're going to call it weapon underscore M27. We're going to save it. It's going to say that it exists. That's because this is like the 6th time I'm doing this. So that message won't appear. We can close this. We can close that. And we can change this to weapon M27. As I said, you can leave it as is. It'll use the same as the assault rifle. But if you want it to be different from those, choose this. Make sure that the previous line or the previous section that is divided with this and ends with that has a comma at the end. It should. If it doesn't, add one, because your game, or you're reading these qbcore lines will break the thing. And you should end also your line with a comma at the end. When this is done, you can save it. The first part is done. Second part, we are going to go to edit in the same directory as your qbcore shared. There's a file called weapons. Again, I've already opened it here. As we did in the items, search for the assault rifles. Copy the first one. Go all the way to the end. As you can see, I've already been here. Paste it. Change it to M27. M27, which is the rifle's name. You can change the label also. M27 assault rifle. The rest you should not change. This should stay the same. Also, again, make sure that previous line ends with a comma at the end. That way, and yours also ends with a comma at the end. If you did copy paste it, it should have a comma at the end. Also save it. Now we have to deal with the durability. Those two were to add the gun into the game. Durability is when you use the gun, it starts to break down. Close this, don't need that anymore. No. So we're gonna go to qbcore, resources, qbcore, qbweapons, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, there it is. And alter the config file. It's already opened here. So we're going to search for config durability, but not the blocked weapons one. It's the durability multiplier. Search for this. we're not going to have to copy anything. Go to the end of this group. It should end with a closing bracket thing, curved bracket. Around here. As I did in the other ones, you can just add this to your section, say my weapons, and we're going to call it weapons, not weapons, weapon M27 to make everything very nice and beautiful, equals 0 point or exclamation point or dot exclamation dot 15 comma. Make sure you have the point at the as a decimal separator and the comma to end the line. This is extremely important. This is needed so that the weapon, when you're using it, it starts to degrade slowly. If you do remove this, it is important to have this here, or else your fivem will start giving errors. If you don't want it to degrade, just put it 0.0 and it won't degrade. But you should place it, so no worries. Save this also, and now we're going to do the final part. And the final part is we're going to add it to the shops. So again, we're going back to resources, QB shops, config. All the shops go through here, or 99% of them, they all go through here. So these are the normal shops, your 24/7 shops, the liquors and all that. And these are your utool thing. But we're looking for weapons and or black market. As you can see, when you go to the ammunitions, if you don't have a license, only these appear. If you want to make it so anyone can buy whatever they want, just remove this section here and everyone can buy it. For this test, we're going to put it so we don't need to have the license. And what we're going to do is go to the end of weapons if you want to add to weapons. If you want to add it to black market, just go to the end of black market and do the same thing as we're going to do here. Add it and just put M27. You can make it a little bit more pricier. Let's put it at 1,000. Don't put that many. Put like 5. If you want it to be only buyable with a license, you should copy this whole section right here and paste it here. It should look something like this. If you don't want this, remember you have to remove the comma here in this section. Remove it, this will always appear, no matter what. So save that. What am I doing this here for? Damn it. I was supposed to do this in this part. There it is. As we did, we can add it to black market or weapons. I'm sorry, I wasn't supposed to do it here. But it automatically updated it. After this is done, you're good to go. You do have to restart the server. Restart it. Continue. You should watch what's happening here. Here is the asset. Also, a reminder, weapons, cars, and all that, they require memory. If you don't have that much memory, you're going to have problems. So if you're going to add stuff, make sure that they're simple, not too complex. 51 megabytes, I don't think it's a lot, but that depends. I have a server that's running on 16 megabytes, 6 gigabytes of RAM, so it's irrelevant. But these things have to be downloaded and you have to work on a client. And if you have these things over, if it occupies too much memory, your clients or your players are going to feel it, in other words. Okay, everything went good, so let's go back to the game. Okay, usually press F8, see if anything is giving errors or anything like that. So let's give ourselves the weapon. Give item 1 the ID. If you guys don't know, your ID is the number that is given to you. In this case, when you enter the game. In this case, mine is 1, but it can be other things. So give item 1 weapon underscore M27 just 1. Okay, there it is. As I said, this is just to add. You can do more. For example, the animation for it coming out. Some comes out from the back. You have to figure that out. This is more just to add the weapon. I'll probably maybe do another one with more complete stuff. Let's load it up. You need AR bullets. So where the hell did that come from? As you can see, it's working perfectly. Ow. The hell? Oh shit. They're all carrying assault rifles because I was making a stupid script for April Fools, that if you attack them, they go all out on you. So there you have it. The gun is in our inventory, so let's see if it is in the ammunition shop. There it is. Let's buy 1. It adds it over here. It shouldn't add it, but when you leave the shop, it goes down to the bottom part. I don't know why that happens, but as you can see, it is done. So there you have it. That's how you add weapons to qbcore and fivem and all that, but mostly for qbcore. So I do really hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did. Again, thank you so much for the support. It's been amazing. I love you guys. I haven't been posting lately. My computer's on a fritz. This is the 6th time I try to save this. And if you're watching this, I was successful. Woohoo! Post it in the chat, in the comments if you know how many how many times I've recorded this, so I know you really watched it till the end. As I said, leave a like if you did enjoy the video, and if it did help, subscribe and click that notification button if you want to be informed of new videos. We do have a Discord. If you do enter it, just be aware that you do have to wait a minute, mostly because of bots. We've been having an attack of bots, so you do have to wait a minute for it to show you the rest. That is important, because I've also seen many people come in and pop out because they don't see anything. And if you have any suggestions, comments, or scripts you want me to check out, place them down in the comment section. I will take a look at it. Okay, that is it. Bye bye. Love you. Peace out.